Hello everyone, and welcome to Commander Contest. Today we have another 3-person game with the commanders of Obosh the Prey Piercer, Gorvold, Fey Cursed King, and Xanathar, Guild Kingpin. Obosh is an assassin deck built around killing players one by one with massive amounts of commander or infect damage. Gorvold is a land-based strategy built around using the secret commander Titania to overwhelm and outvalue opponents. And Xanathar is a thief deck built around controlling the board while controlling his opponent's cards. Well, the stage is set and the players are ready. Let the Commander Contest begin.
Oh, we start.
Let's get going.
Let's see what she cut me into. I kind of like that one. I will start out with Riveteer's Overlook, 80 TBs. I crack it for a swamp, mountain, or a forest. Might gain a life. Pass the turn.
I will also be starting with the Riveteer's Overlook. And I will be cracking it for a swamp, mountain, or forest. And pass the turn.
Draw.
Riveteer's Overlook?
What do you think you're playing against? I'm playing an island and saying go. One of the scariest things I can do.
His turn wasn't very riveteering.
Oh, and I get a life.
And it begins.
Well, I see your Riveteer's Outlook, and I raise you a Maestro's Theater.
That one's one I could be playing.
And I'll crack it for a swamp, and I will also tap my mountain for a Soul Ring. And then pass the turn.
Got a tap.
I will cut.
And tap. Draw. My goodness. When you guys start seeing what I drew into, it's going to be real funny. Tap 2 for a Thought Vessel. And pass.
Draw. I'm going to play an island, tap for 2, cast me a Arcane Signet. Pass.
Alright, I will put out Blackleaf Cliffs. I control 2 or fewer other lands, so it comes in untapped. Which one do we want to do? You know what? I'll just go ahead and pay the 5 for Obosh and pass the turn.
And so it begins. Verdant Catacombs. Crack it. The basic swamp. And then I will wait a second to shuffle because I'm just going to really quick kill Obosh and pass.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what? Understandable. Draw. Not what we were looking for. So, I think what we have to do instead is we're going to Mind Stone and put out a Wishclaw Talisman.
I love that Mind Stone.
He's a very nice one. Pass the turn. Might be a second before that gets passed, but for now.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and start by paying 4 for a Treasonous Ogre. And then I will pass the turn.
And then I'm going to tap 3 for Fires of Yavimaya. And then I will tap 2 for a Blood Artist. And pass.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, and draw. Yeah, this is sucking. I'm not drawing into lands. 4 for a Solemn. I'm gonna go find a swamp. Pass.
Good old sad robot.
Indeed.
Oh, there they were. My next 2 cards. They're both islands, though, so... yeah.
How about I go ahead and pay 5 to put out a Brash Taunter. I live for that reaction. Pass the turn.
Okay.
I'm going
Sure
to
I
tap
shuffled that well.
5. For Corvold,
Okay.
we will be sacrificing. Let's see. We'll sack Forest. Give him a counter and draw a card. And then I'm going to play a Wooded Foothills for turn. Crack it. Oh. Does this resolve first or the ability?
Part of the activation is to part
Okay,
of the
when
cost
I
is to do that. So
Sacrifice
you,
it.
Yeah.
And then, okay.
The ability will go on the stack,
So-
and Corvold will go on the stack as well. So you,
Corvold first?
no.
No.
If I remember correctly, you search and then it goes.
Okay.
Because the entire ability resolves first, and then Corvold does.
Mm-hmm. Unless sacking it is a part of the cost.
Sacking it is
Yes.
part of the cost.
Then it would put the searching ability onto the stack, and then Corvold's ability would go onto the stack after that.
I should have known that. Considering I run him. Most people.
Either way, we're
Either
doing
way.
it this way because I already started searching. I would have drawn it. Would have been real funny.
And it was getting put onto the battlefield either way.
It's fair. It just would have been next turn.
Yep.
And I would have had to tutor for something else. Back in there you go.
Well, I have a decision to make, and I think I know what my decision's going to be depending on what I draw. So,
Cut or tap anyone. Okay, and then he gets counter, and I draw a card. And then I'm going to move to combat. Yeah, and I'm gonna swing at you with Corvold. Sack the swamp. He gets a counter, and I draw a card.
Okay. How much damage am I taking?
7. And that is commander damage.
Noted.
Then I will pass the turn.
okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Land. Alright. This might not be the most optimal thing, but it's going to make me feel better. So, I'm gonna Eyes of the Beholder, your brash taunter. Gets -11 until end of turn.
That was probably a really smart move.
Death Beam! That thing has caused me more pain than any other card in that deck. Pass the turn.
I mean,
I was actually about to kill someone with it on this turn.
What do you know?
what do you know?
We'll put out a Field of the Dead tapped.
Yeah, that's my line.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I guess I have to go ahead and do this right now. It's an unfortunate cost, but I'm going to go ahead and pay 5 to cast Blasphemous Act.
Alright, I'm gonna burn you for 2 with Blood Artist.
It's whenever a creature dies. It or another.
Oh.
So,
1, 2, 3,
4.
4. I'm gonna burn you for 4 and gain 4.
Solemn dies, I get a draw trigger.
Corvold returns to the command zone, and my blood artist is no more.
And then I will pass the turn.
All right. Draw.
I don't know if Corvold's coming back anytime soon, so.
Yeah, I have been sacking some lands.
Yep.
But you did see what was coming, right? We'll just say that would have been enough.
Oh, almost certainly.
Pass.
Oof. Okay. Draw. Well, as much as I'd love to, I again did not draw what I needed to this turn. So, we're gonna 3 for a Burnished Tar, leave open some mana, and pass the turn.
Okay, I'll go ahead and pay 5 to cast Heartless Hidetsugu,
Oh, hi.
and then I will pass the turn.
That might just kill us.
Only those with an or only those with an even life total.
That's a threat.
Pass.
Yes.
And either that or you could draw the game.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if I like that.
I guess we'll put this out. Ashnod's Altar. Pass.
On your end step. Sack the heart. Island and a swamp, please.
Not fitting that the fireworks ended like the moment we knew who was going first.
Because they did it so I could mark where I needed to start in the video.
Such great guys.
Honestly, great.
I mean, look at them going out of their way to buy fireworks and light them at a bad time, just to help us out with our video.
It's great.
Such considerate people.
MVPs. Okay. Go to my turn. Untap all of my BS. Then we draw for turn. Okay. We're gonna go. I don't think I like having that be an option. I'm gonna cast a Go for the Throat targeting Heartless Hidetsugu. As the only one with an even life total, I don't like that.
So let's just count the number of removal spells that have been used on me. That's 3 so far.
Yep. Witchclaw Talisman. Who's gonna pass it back to me and not use what they get on me?
How much do you trust her to not combo off?
Look at me over here. I'm the one struggling.
You have Ashnod's Altar. You have as much mana as you need.
What am I gonna sacrifice?
Whatever you have in your hand.
My lands?
Yeah, you'll sack those. Corvold.
I'm sitting on 1 black mana. I don't
So-
even have my proper colors.
The funny thing that I keep bringing up, that I was like, you guys will see, is how many fetch lands I keep playing. Because I had almost an entire hand of just fetch lands.
Don't hit me with Old Gnawbone.
Will do.
I'm gonna go find a specific card.
I probably
Also
won't
pass it
get
back
old
to me.
Mamba.
What do? You know what? I think we do get that right now, and we hope that we live to see another day.
You know, I might just tutor for my soul ring.
I had a feeling you might. I'm then going to tap for 3 and play Kaito Shizuki. He's going to go to 4, and I'm going to draw a card and then discard a card. Since I did not go to combat this turn. Discard a Mystic Reflection. Play a Swamp. Or, I did not attack this turn, I should say. So, that helps me out a lot, actually. Okay. Sorry. Doing some math. Yep. I will then pass the turn. At my end step, since Kaito entered the battlefield this turn, he phases out. He is no longer here.
Pew.
I will pay 5 to cast Anthem of Rakdos. Whenever a creature I control attacks, it gets +2/+0 to the end of the turn, and this will deal 1 damage to me. And then if I have no cards in hand, my sources do double damage.
Ooh, that is a spicy card.
I will pass the turn. This was how I had Ragavan swing for 16.
Ew.
He technically swung for 8 because if I played the land in my hand and went, Hellbent, I would have killed myself with like 8 damage before Ragavan could even hit.
Fair enough.
But I just like to say that Ragavan swung for 16.
Not wrong. You gonna go find your soul ring?
I will tap the 1 and remove the counter and pass it back to you. To go tutor for something. Don't know what yet. I'm going to play a land for turn. I'm not going to shock it in.
Oh, that's a shocker.
I'm going to tap 4 for abundance. And I'm going to pass.
So that's what happens when you see a cupcake doing ballet, right?
What?
Is that a reference to the Impossible game?
Yeah, it's abundance.
Or the Impossible Quiz, I should say. That is
Abundance.
that's
Oh my
amazing.
goodness!
I have not thought about that Flash game in years. All right, so Kaito's back. Draw. Okay. So I think this turn we just kind of sit back for a sec. I'm gonna play Swiftfoot Boots. We're gonna activate Wishclaw. Dion, you get it this time.
Such a thoughtful gift.
Yeah, so she doesn't sacrifice it.
Like you really shouldn't. Oh, I guess a little bit of thought did go into that.
Oh no, a lot of it did. I was like, because I thought about it and I was like, do I have recursion to get it back? And then it went to you for a reason. The reason is no. Got a tap. Alright. We're gonna go to... Actually, no. We are going to uptick Kaito. Kaito go to 5. Draw. That is kind of what I was hoping for. Sadly, I do have to discard a card that I really don't want to, though. Avanox the Mind Flail will get discarded. I will play an island for turn. We're gonna go 3. I'm going to cast a Paradox Haze. I get 2 upkeeps. I would have to pass now.
So you get to choose both of us with Xanathar.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, that's been in my opening hand. I've been waiting to have an opportunity to actually play it.
Ooh, okay. I think I like that. I'm going to pay 2 to cast Ragavan for his dash cost.
Hey,
Funny monkey!
you're doing what I like to do.
So I'm going to move to combat, and you're more likely to have stuff that I'm going to want. So I'm going to bop you with Ragavan for 4.
For 4?
Ow.
Because Anthem of Rakdos, I will take 1 damage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. It gets +2/+0.
I get to create a treasure, exile the top card of your deck, and I can play that
Oh, hello.
Interessante.
That might be worth it.
Would have been a fun one to have. Especially when you guys see my next turn. Personally, I wouldn't risk me getting it back, and I'd just leave it exiled.
I mean, that is something that I could do, but I also kind of like the idea of turning my creatures into lands because I've gone so long without getting ramp. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to cast Ashaya.
Personally, I think the idea of getting a Shaya, because it makes destroy all non-land permanent board wipes really funny.
I will move to my end step. Ragavan bounces back to my hand, and then I will pass.
Goodbye, monkey.
Monkey.
I'm gonna make myself a target.
Did you name land or non-land? Abundance trigger.
Oh, I didn't name either.
We'll just assume you chose
Whatever you drew.
whatever you ended up drawing.
Well, technically, she reveals.
It's a May ability.
No, if you would draw.
If you would draw a card, you may
Oh.
instead.
Okay, fair enough. I forget that is a May ability.
It's a May ability.
But
I don't
it's
have
June.
to. It's almost July.
Very true.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna tap 7. I think Nate knows what I'm doing. Cultivator Colossus.
To speed things up, let me tell you about the interaction between Abundance and Cultivator Colossus. When Colossus ETBs, you can put a land onto the battlefield tapped and draw a card. Then you can repeat this process. Abundance is a replacement effect that says when you draw a card, choose land or non-land, and then reveal until you hit a card that is the type that you chose. When those effects combined, you're able to get out every single land in your deck. 13.
We got 13 zombies so far. I'm gonna check and see if there were any other shock lands that I can chuck in. I don't think there were. I think I only have 2. Yeah. And one of them's already out.
Yeah, because you don't have the stomping ground yet.
Do not have the stomping ground yet, unfortunately. Cutter tap anyone? Alright, so I have this guy and 13 zombies.
Yep. How many lands do you have?
That's a good question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 30.
30. Okay.
One of those was a thought vessel.
You want to
Not
put
land.
a dice on him to keep track of his power?
Also, everything's a forest.
Yep.
Do now. Hand clap.
All right.
That's what I think that is.
Well, all the lands are out. Do we now just do, clap on, clap off?
No, actually.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'll find it.
My turn is not quite over yet. So I'm gonna play my land for turn. Will be a Boseiju.
Trigger, Field of the Dead.
I'm going to sack that zombie.
In response. I'm going to correct my Mind Stone and draw a card. Did not matter. Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna sack the new zombie. We have 2 mana so far. And then, let's see. I'm going to sack another zombie to make it 4 mana, but then it's going to go to 1 to play Commander Sphere. Okay. I'm then going to sack, let's see. Two more zombies. And then this is going to stay at 1 because I'm going to be using the 4, tapping these. Corvold, Faker's King. When he enters, we will
I thought you were saying that he was the king of fakers.
sack a basic land and draw a card.
And you, Faker.
You know, I should really actually put,
Faker? Who's the real hedgehog around here?
I should put my extra chromatic aura in here.
Those words.
Maybe.
Not a bad idea.
Alright, and then I'm going to sack a zombie. Go to 9 zombies. Get 3 mana. Draw a card.
2
And
sack
put-
triggers.
What?
Oh, a zombie, sorry.
Yeah, no, a zombie.
Yeah.
2 mana.
I am going, I'm trying to draw into stuff right now. It is essentially the play. I'm going, oh, also this is down to 29 because I sacked a land. And then I'm going to sack another zombie. Up to 5 floating mana. Huh. That'll work. So I'm gonna spend 2 of my floating mana for Blackblade Reforged. Does it enter?
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend the last 3 floating mana to equip it to Corvold. Any responses? Your blocker is not flying. Dion, Corvold is coming at you. Nate, the Cultivator Colossus and the zombies are coming at you.
GG's, I think.
Let's see. You might actually survive.
I have 40 life.
16
Over 40.
over 40.
Over 40. 16 plus 29.
36. Yeah. Yeah. 45.
45.
45.
think
GG.
that's game.
Yep.
Woo! That was the fastest Corvold's ever won, I think.